day out here working on the Chevelle, and it's cold. It's a whopping 23 degrees out today. Can't get a break from the cold, unfortunately, but we've still got stuff to do. I think we're going to tackle fuel tank and cross member to start us off, and then see where that takes us from there, what kind of time we've got. So let's get started. Got to keep the feet moving, got to keep going, got to get this thing ready to go. Come on. All right, so we've got our new tank. Ignore all the boxes. We've got a mess going on here. Sending unit, I got a new pad or whatever, and new straps. So what I've got to do right now, we've already got the old tank out and everything, but I want to get under there and inspect the fuel lines, see what we're looking at, what we're working with, because I can't really remember, it's been a while. And, you know, see what needs cut out. I'm thinking, just to be safe, let me get my light out. Thinking just to be safe, oh, it's on strobe, party time. What we'll end up doing is probably cutting out a lot of the fuel line, because I think closer back to the tank that we get, the more chewed up they are. I think we'll go through and cut out anything that's even kind of sketchy looking, because I've got a whole bunch of rubber line, and we'll just run soft line everywhere just to you know, fill in all the gaps in fuel line that we've got. Let's see back here, we can probably see a little better. Oh, strobe again, party time. I could see a decent soft line right over there, but pretty sure if I remember right, the hard lines are pretty rough. So we'll get started, we'll get going on it. I also need to service this rear end, I think. I think it's worth just doing. It may have stuff in there and it may turn okay and all that stuff, but it's not gonna hurt to go ahead and change out all that fluid and stuff. So let's get moving. I'll get you guys set up down here with me, and we'll do the fuel lines first. We'll do the tank last, really. I think that's probably the smartest approach to it. But then when we got the new fuel tank in there, cross member, we'll be ready to throw the motor in there. We may have some big changes coming on the motor. I think I mentioned it in the last clip, but either which way, we've still got a lot of parts and a lot of things to do. So let's get started. Okay, so here we are up under the car. There's our hard line. Honestly, looks to be in pretty good shape from what I can see from here. This section, then we've got this soft line. We get you flipped over. See if we can get up in here and see a little better. Gotta be something, right? Or is that just a vent? That might just be a vent, I guess. Vent's out right there. We'll probably have to replace this one though. It's kind of crusty, sorta. Honestly, as far as the hard lines back here, not too bad. We need to check it up ahead of there, towards the front of the car. I need to trace that. Maybe that's it right there, next to that corrugated line. Might just be worth, I don't know. Is it bad to just cut out all the hard line and just do all brand new soft line all the way front to back? Because I've got a bunch. I've got enough to run the whole car twice. Let me get figuring, see what we really need to do, not necessarily, you know, what we want to do. Kind of fiddling around here with the sending unit, just kind of mocking some stuff up, and it looks like our tank took an impact, probably in like shipping or something, because if you look at it from the top down, you can see it's got some angle to it. That's no bueno. I don't know if that's just gonna, if I can cheat that. Probably not, right? Because like the factory tank, it's not, it's straight on. You can see it from here. So we definitely took a little bit of a bonk at some point in shipping, which, you know, you hate to see that, but it happens. I mean, if it'll line up, shoot, I don't care if it's got a ding in it. I don't think it's got a hole or anything. It's not that bad. It's got paint chipped on it. And you can see around the seal, around the filler neck, it's lost a little. If you could see that, my camera would focus. Yeah, you can see that a little better there. I think that's just gonna be paint though, right? I went through and checked all those hard lines. They look pretty good, so we might just need the soft line from, you know, yay to yay, yay to yay, and call that okay. I'm gonna get the straps in and hanging, and then, I mean, we'll see, because from there we're pretty much ready to throw the tank, and I gotta finish the sending unit. Let me get that going. I'll get you set up. You can watch me struggle and laugh at me or whatever. Okay, under the car now. Gas tank straps are in. I lost the bolt for this on my minty gravel floor. So I just found another one while I was digging around for it. Tried it. It started to thread. As you can see, we got a few threads in, but it won't tighten anymore. It won't thread anymore. And the threads are bunged up. So I figure, I mean, if it's not going to come off from me trying to get it off, it's not going to come off going down the road, probably, maybe. It'll just sit here and free spin, and it'll start to thread, and then it'll drop. So we're just calling that done. Can't do much about it. And then on this side here, this is the actual hardware. I've got it down pretty far. I don't know what size this is at all. I tried all kinds of different sockets. None of them work. I'm just using a crescent wrench to tighten that, but I don't want to make it too tight yet because we've still got to do the other end of the straps back there and back there. So I'm going to take these little clips. I don't know if I can get a flashlight on there to show you. These little clips and run them up there on each one. So we have threads to thread the big old bolts through. And then once those are up and we can actually tighten and stuff, we will bring the tank in here. While I was wrestling around with it, I split the sending unit excite wire or whatever it's called. I split that. That was hanging off the car back here, right here. You can see I ripped it. So I'm gonna have to splice that back together, strip it on both ends and whatever. So I gotta do that. But that can also happen right before we put the tank in. For now, I'm just gonna get everything else ready to go, so it's right there waiting on me. This is the plug that goes right there on the top. And I split him. So I was rolling out from underneath and it got caught up underneath of me and I just yoink. So I'm gonna have to fix that too, but I'm gonna get those guys thrown in real quick and then we'll come back out, we'll get this wire fixed and then we can continue with the tank. Well, I got bad news and I got worse news. Bad news is that cable's screwed. Worst news is I could not find a single wire nut or nothing around this joint. So we're kind of holed up on the fuel tank for now. We've got the straps in, so all we got to do is get that sending unit hooked up, get it grounded, hook up the lines. We can address the lines because they'll need some love. The one that drops down to the vent is cut, ripped, torn. Remember we took it out, so I'm gonna have to replace that vent that's up in there. So I'll go ahead and get it down. We'll bust out some new fuel line, cut it to about the same length. And then wedge it up in where it was. And then we can go ahead and also run the line for the sending unit there. We'll get that cut. Add that to that for the length. One of them will be around to here though. So this will run to the other inlet that's there. So we need one that length and the length of that one over there. So let me get those out. We'll get those drawn and cut. And then we'll get it pre-ran and clamped up so it's ready to go in once we get that sending unit wire fixed. Okay, so here's what we're kind of working with here. We've got this piece that needs cut new. We've got this piece that needs cut new, and then I made some cuts on this one as a measurement for the line to the sending unit. So I've got to cut another piece this length here. So I'm just gonna draw out this fuel line I bought ages ago. May not even all be the same size, don't know. Doesn't really matter, it's all gonna do the same. Here, this one's a little bigger, a little wider, but it'll be fine, probably. Man, oh man. Oh. Okay, so there's this guy done. Okay, so moving right along, we're gonna have to wait on the fuel tank. We have got a cross member to put in. So before we do that, I gotta get under here and take out the old one, which, I don't even know if you'll be able to see. Oh, don't mind all the rat feces. Heckin' things. Yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna knock this guy out real quick, get him out, and then get that new transmission cross member thrown in. But I gotta get some cardboard first because I'm not laying on all that. So come here, little buddy. We got work to do. Okay, I had to whack this on there. They're pretty gross. Come on, buddy. Be nice. There we go. That wasn't bad at all. Huh, there it goes. Come on out, buddy. There it goes. Okay. There's that one. Okay, get all the bolts out. Was able to get the impact on there, made it a little easier. So now I'm just gonna try to shimmy this cross member out if I can. Maybe I gotta swing this guy all the way up to the front. Get up there. I'm gonna take this one all the way back. Yep. Ooh, yeah. Smash your finger right there. Ouch. I can't feel it because it's cold. But we might have broke it. Whatever. Come on, buddy. Yippee! Well, I've got the old and the new next to each other. For some reason, I thought this cross member was going to be a good bit different, but it looks exactly identical. So hopefully it works with the TKX. I know it's pretty close to like a Muncie, but I don't know, we've got a little bit of adjustment in here, so maybe that'll be just enough. I mean, I guess if not, we could just, drill into the thing. Probably not supposed to do that, but whatever. Looking at it now, it just kind of sort of feels like a waste. I'm not sure why I even got this if it's exactly the same. But we got new, so we're just gonna put new in. It's gonna use the same old hardware, which is great because I'm pretty sure I lost a crush washer taking this whole thing apart or whatever. We'll get this guy wrestled in real quick. Shouldn't be that big a deal. Should be a lot easier to put back together than it was to take apart. So let's go do that. Okay. Something like that. Yeah. Yippee. All right, so there's a billion holes in here, so we'll just wait until we go to actually put the trans in, and then we'll see where this needs to be. All right, we made a little bit of progress. I've got the bolts started in there just so I don't lose them. But new transmission, cross members in. Fuel tank's almost ready to go. It's right there. I need to get some bigger fuel line when I was cutting all my lines and stuff. This one here, I ended up trying to cut it to jimmy it, but that's irrelevant. It's not big enough for that. There's just no way. It needs to run up to there, and then it runs up, pew, from there. So that's no good. So I'm gonna have to get some bigger stuff. I got 3/8 inch. I need, I don't know, 5/8 or something or another. A little bit larger. We're kind of dried up for the day, unfortunately. Nothing's going anywhere. It's not that big a deal. It's not like we could finish the car today anyways, so we might just leave it and take it easy for the day. But we'll be back. We'll be back next time. We need to do some metal work here at some point if we decide that we're actually gonna do it. We bought the metal, so we might as well. And then we gotta address the fenders too, so we might have a video on that. Or I might just lump it into this one, we'll see. But yep, that's gonna do it for today. So I'll see you next time. All right, we're back. It's been a couple hours. Had to go to a couple different part stores to find 1/2-inch fuel line. Also got some paint for engines. Some brake cleaner. Can never have too much brake cleaner. All right. I forgot that I cut this hose trying to make it fit. I don't know if you can see that or not. I cut it. Focus, you dog. Yeah. So I had to get rid of it, and we had that other piece that we cut that we thought was going to be the right piece. It wasn't. I think that's how it goes. I'm assuming that's how it goes. So I've got those all hooked up. I believe this is just a vent. Could be mistaken. I might have to run more line. I don't know. But yeah, I think we're ready. I think I can just... Okay, so we've got our old wire crimped up. Stripped some of it back, crimped it. I did see that it is a little worn right there from something or another. And it looks like it's got a little bit of a kink going on down here. So I'm gonna tape just basically from here all the way up to where it's exposed right here and just call it okay. And then we'll have that kind of pre-ran and ready to plug up right before we get the tank in. So let me get this taped. We'll get the tank down here, get you set up, and you can watch it all crush me or whatever. Are you in? Go. I don't want to pull tight on that sending unit wire. Where's the pin for that? Not like that. That's not what I meant. Nope, that's not what I meant. Here on the exhaust. Yep, don't love it as much. Not loving quite as much right now. You sit right there, buddy. Impact equals jack. All right, new plan. I'm gonna take this tank all the way up. I'm gonna run the straps all the way in tight. Since we have the sending unit plugged in, I've got the ground hanging out the front over here, and those lines are hanging up there. But if I can get this tank all the way up, then I can get underneath of it to get all that last bit of stuff hooked up. So I'm gonna leave you right here. Don't move, don't get antsy. We'll get her done. Where are those? Right here? Oh, wow. That's like miles away. Holy smokes. How's a guy supposed to get up in there, dude? How in the world? Like, is there something I am missing right now? All right. Not sure how well you can see. We'll get the drill light going. A little bit. We got the tank mounted, finally. With a little bit of a fight. You can definitely tell that it got bunged up because it's not lining up quite right, but I don't think that's really gonna matter in the end. All right, I'm not sure how much of the last clip ended up getting recorded and how much y'all heard, but we were able to get the tank up in there. The sending unit got hooked up. We hooked up the ground. We ended up having to drill a new hole because the cable didn't come out quite as long. But the tank's up in there. It's all ready to go. Got the cap on there and all that fun stuff. The vents all drawn. Transmission cross members in place for now until we want to mount the motor and trans and then get them all lined up and stuff. So that's kind of all we can do for the day. I've got to go get my babies. So that's enough working on it for the day. So we'll be back out next time, and there's a lot more stuff to do still yet. We got through most of the parts pile. So it's just getting down to the big stuff, and then wiring. Gross. So we'll talk on the next one when we're back working on the Chevelle.